Arc Raiders. We finally got an open beta over the weekend. I did manage to play a little bit a few months ago when they did the closed beta, but finally I was able to get the boys on, be able to experience it for themselves. I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters. I'm going to just go ahead and say that right now. But that being said, I am kind of excited to play this with like a good team of 3 because I think it's incredibly intense. And I like how terrible your weapons are initially. I just like that feeling of yeah. And I just think it, because the weapons are so bad, it actually, and you know how long it takes to reload them, it just makes the gunfights a little bit more intense because you really have to manage your shots
round by round. That's I'm in battle.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ghost, you managed to get a few hours in this weekend. So, how do you feel about it? Do you like extraction shooters? Is it something you're into?
So I have a weird relationship with them. I like them, but I haven't really played a lot of them, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the extraction shooters are more like on PC. And I don't play as much on PC because obviously we're playing some other things that are on PlayStations. But I don't know, man. I really do like it. I like the feel of it. I explored it a little bit more with that. What was that other game that just came out that was right before Battlefield? Delta Force. They have an extraction shooter on that, and it was nice, but it was still very rigid because it was more of, you know, a port from a mobile game.
Right.
But I do like this aspect of the design, the way it flows. I think I'm going to get a lot of hours out of it.
Yeah, especially if, you know, we can get on there and, you know, get some momentum going and, you know, get deep into, you know, its systems, the way it plays. I did not expect the stamina usage to just play such a huge part, because I think some motions actually, like sliding, actually drains your stamina more, climbing, all this other stuff. So this game is made by Embark Studios, which is made up by ex-Battlefield developers, and me and you have put, you know, a significant amount of hours into the finals. So now, you know, knowing who the studio is, loving the games that they've already put out, I am loving the stuff that they are doing with this extraction shooter, because as you know, Bungie was supposed to be putting out Marathon by this time, and
they thought,
yeah, Marathon has been pushed back. You know, all that controversy about them stealing people's art. This is the 4th time they've been caught. So
they don't do that.
So I am excited to see, you know, what happens when this game actually takes hold in the community, because I think this is such a great foundation for what's to come down the road. I myself, when I get into games, I'm pretty into stealth. I don't like going in straight in, shooting everything that moves. That's just not my play style. I like to save my bullets. I don't see a way, unless you have people on your team, I don't see a way of you actually succeeding in this game as a solo player unless you have some form of stealth, you know, in mind.
No, you won't. You won't. Not with the snipers.
Yeah, absolutely not. One thing I do like in this game is that every choice that is made has consequence to it, or can lead to something happening to you, because, you know, breaking into anything and looting is loud as hell. Like I didn't check the skill tree to see, you know, how far it goes up, but I do wonder if there are some stealth mechanics in here that will allow you to, you know, sneak a little bit, you know, into places. Otherwise, that's where I'm going in the skill tree immediately. First thing first, obviously, is I need my stamina to be up. I'm probably going to max that out initially, because the penalties for just doing about anything is just too vast. I'm sorry, but
I didn't look at it far enough up there, like on the skill tree. But I wonder if because you have mobility, like you're talking about, I wonder if they'll do things like that cause like less stamina, right? Like if you slide, it uses less stamina than without that perk, or falling from a distance. You know how like some of those games have those mechanics. I wonder if
Right.
it feeds into that, or if it's just like a straight stamina boost. I'd be
Right.
really interested in that, but. Yeah, definitely on the stealth side, there's got to be some mechanic for that, because just running around all willy nilly, throwing a crowbar into something and yanking down on it, that shit's loud.
Right.
So I don't know. I would like to see how that skill tree really blossoms out a little bit.
Reason I say stealth is because not a lot of people are blessed enough to be able to play with like a team of 3 all the time. A lot of people play solo, so the reason I was asking for stealth is because that will make a solo play a little bit more viable, so that people can still enjoy the game for what it is and still able to make smart plays and get themselves out of intense situations if a team is descending upon you. God forbid the team is coordinated, but if they're stupid, I mean, you might be able to get out of the situation scot-free. So that I was just wondering, will this game be able to be played, by yourself, and you will just have enough, just as much fun as if you were playing with a team. So I'm interested in seeing that in the future. As far as like I know you didn't play The Last of Us, but the movement in this game, it does feel a little bit reminiscent of that, and I absolutely love it. Also, I love the map itself. There's so much,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, there's so much verticality, and there's also this unnerving sense when you get in there, because sometimes in some spaces it's extremely quiet and all you hear is the wind, and then in the distance you see a flare
go. Quiet. It's weird.
Yeah,
it plays into such a suspenseful atmosphere.
Right. And then in the distance you see flares going up, kind of like the Hunger Games. Somebody died over there, and then when you do get shot, it scares me most of the time, because I'm like, where is that coming from? And the gunshot is so loud. I'm like, the sound design in this game is absolutely incredible. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I love it. But yeah, another thing that I've noticed is the NPCs in this game. They're not pushovers.
I've never ran into an NPC yet, so
I'm talking about
all that.
NPC as far as the bots, like the arcs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the robots.
Yeah, no, those. First off, I don't like the fact that they just be hovering around like through the roofs of buildings. Like,
yes,
I'm not expecting that of them to actually go vertical on me.
Right, and I also feel like they are just as punishing as if you were actually coming up to another player, because sometimes, depending on what you're fighting, you will waste your resources fighting this one thing, or you just got out of a gunfight trying to extract. This happened to me. I'm trying to get out of here. I just survived 2 people shooting at me, downed another one, and then I'm like at minuscule health, which is, and then I got 2 of these drones rotating around me, and I don't have enough in my gun to put them down, or shoot the rotors to cause them to to fall out. Like, and then I know I can't even go and loot anybody, because my level of expertise in looting is not high enough to search their backs quickly so I can find a shield, because my shield was broken. So I had to find a shield, another shield to put on, and then I'd have to find something to recharge it with. So all these decisions playing in my head, I just laid down and died, because there was nothing for me to do.
So you're saying you're having a good time. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, that's the what did you think about the looting? Like, because that's one of my favorite things about this game, is that it's not just
the looting of it.
Yeah, not everything just pops up. It's simulating somebody searching through a bag.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like it both ways. I mean, if they just want to populate everything, cool. But I like the suspense of what is to come as it goes one by one, and I'm absolutely petrified that I'm going to get shot upon. But I do like that you have different, I guess, compartments is probably the better way to put it. And you have a secret pocket, which I think is very interesting.
Right, I like
I've
that.
ever seen a game called a secret pocket before, which is weird. But I do like the whole system. I didn't find anything wrong with it, actually, in my first kind of real hands-on with it.
Yeah. Another thing that I noticed, from the original tech test is that there has been a noticeable improvement from the last beta, just in smoothness and responsiveness
Yeah.
of controls. There is a noticeable improvement, and I felt what we were playing was incredibly polished for what it was. That was something else that that kind of surprised me, because you'll never know with some of these games and the quality that's being put out. So that was something else to commend. As far as community sentiment, a lot of people are just concerned about your extraction rewards. They don't feel like they're satisfying enough for the effort. Obviously, that's something that can be fixed in a later patch. Another thing was enemy balance. People feel like the drones in certain units are a little bit too punishing. Just like people shooting at that spider and not.
First off, relax. He was creeping on the underside of that platform.
I'm not talking. No, I was talking about that major spider that people keep thinking.
Oh, Jesus Christ! The one with Dr. Disrespect. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking that bot is locked to that region. No, he's coming over there to murder you. I really like that.
With a vengeance is he coming over there.
Not only that, it's also drawing attention from other raiders, because now, you're getting dogged on, so that just makes you cannon fodder for them. Obviously, they got to contend with that monster, but still, it's an adrenaline rush playing, especially by yourself. It's actually pretty intense, but I love it. The gunplay is solid. I like the weapons so far. Movement is nice. They have something really special on their hands, especially something that's mainstream that can appeal to a lot of people. Because
you kind of hooked me into it just by saying it was kind of like The Division, and then after getting into it and seeing like the different ways the game is going to breathe a little bit. Yeah, for sure. As long as it comes out as polished as it is right now, which it should. I mean, this is the precursor to it.
Right.
I don't know. It's going to do really well.
Exactly. I was comparing it to The Division, because The Division had this really popular mode called Survival. Everybody loved that. It was just a fantastic game to play, incredibly intense. But, some people they just want something fresh yet familiar. Just a new take on something. If Marathon hadn't, didn't have all this controversy and of like stealing art and whatnot, left a bad taste in people's mouth, those two extraction shooters could go up against each other. But I don't think Marathon's going to do well even when it releases next year, to be honest.
It's not. It's probably not.
And that will be that will be the last bullet in the chest for Bungie, because Destiny is dying an incredibly slow death. Player count is dwindling, obviously. I don't know why they didn't make a Destiny 3. I don't know why they took this pivot to extraction shooters, but we'll never know. But
nope.
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. It's $40, which makes it even more appealing. I don't have to dish out $70. I'm pretty picky about where I'm dishing out $70 for nowadays. So this will be something that's even more appealing to me over Marathon.
Yep.
Just because Marathon didn't appeal to me whatsoever. There was nothing, and there's just so much going on at the time. So, yeah.
I'm just excited another $40 game is going to give me probably a couple 100 hours worth of gameplay.
Right, because the last $40 game you played was what? Remnant, Helldivers?
Remnant, Helldivers, Path of Exile.
Right. I mean, you easily have 500 hours in Path of Exile. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got a ton of hours into that.
But yeah.
If that's any rate of a track record, I think this one's going to be good too.
Absolutely. I can't wait for it. I believe it comes out October 28th. Okay.
I think it's 28th.
Nice. So right around the corner. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, great game. It has a great future on their hands if they can get a few of the balance a few things, let players feel a little bit more reward for their time spent in what's basically a dark zone. And yeah, can't wait to see what they have for the future.
Correction. It actually comes out October 30th. I apologize.
Oh, okay. One day before Halloween. So
it's gonna be a good day.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right, guys. We appreciate you for listening. Let us know in the comments if you were able to play Arc Raiders with your friends this weekend. We want to hear what your experiences are. Any changes you hope to see. Anything you hated. We love to argue in the comments. But above all else, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an episode. We will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.